Hello, hi, I'm Deonia Neveu, DeeNeveu again. I did an introductory of myself yesterday on DeeNeveu Part 1 for anyone who missed that little introductory about myself. As you know, I'm running for president in 2012. I'm in the Democratic Party, and I said I wanted to get back to you with some policy and some thoughts here. I have my website, which is at deonianeveu.com, so please always feel free to get to that. And there's ways that you can contact me through that. I'm on Facebook as well, and I invite your friend requests at any time. And I'm in the Democratic Party, and what I wanted to talk about a little bit today is that although I am a Democrat, I've been a Democrat all my life. I didn't follow politics all of my life. I've become awakened of the political issues here in America fairly recently, probably since President Obama and President Bush and Bill Clinton. Around in those times, I've become a little bit more aware of politics in America. And well, I don't want to jump all over the place because there's really a lot to talk about, and I can't do it all with one YouTube. But what I would talk about today is that, yes, I am a Democrat, and I see things within my party that I agree with and some things that I don't agree with. I think really everyone does their best, but there are things that, like I said, I just don't agree with, and I see things maybe within other parties that I might agree a little bit with as well. And for one, I do tell people when I speak with them, and my family and my friends, they all know that I'm not really for Obamacare, as they call it, or the new health care plan 100%. There are some good things about it. We absolutely we want health care reform in America. There were too many problems with where people were underinsured, didn't have any insurance, and of course, America's budget is going crazy with, can't afford to make payments with so many people not having insurance and winding up on the government's list for having that funding, which comes out of taxpayers' money, and so on and so on. So I agree that we do need healthcare reform, and I like the fact that President Obama did make a move to have that, but I don't like the way how it was done. First and foremost, if I were president and I saw how many town hall meetings were going on with people very upset, it's all about the people, and we could come to I felt a better, happier medium somewhere in there to have a little bit of something to make everybody happy. True, you can't make everybody happy, but you can come as close to it as possible. And I don't understand how President Obama didn't see that people were really ready to come to blows at town hall meetings over this health care bill, which I think was the start of his downfall, with some of losing his popularity and people not believing that he would be looking really out for them. And I'm not saying he's a horrible person, because he's not. And I believe that he's doing his best. It's just that I would have done things a little different, and I disagree with some of that. As far as the healthcare system, we need to fix what was broken, not fix every single total thing about it, because there are people who were quite happy with their insurance, and maybe some of those areas didn't need to have reform, just reform what needed to be reformed. The pre-existing conditions issue, I agree, is a nice thing that was added. Keeping your kids on until they're 26, well, it's good and it's bad. One thing we need to do is teach our youngsters of age, and below age 26, that they need to learn independence. And I think we could have built a better program in the healthcare reform to allow that them purchasing their insurance in another type of way, which they don't have to go on mommy and daddy's insurance until age 26. And then there are those people that fall in the middle in between that don't have parents that have insurance. So what happens to those guys, and et cetera, et cetera. So then we have Medicaid, and we have the issues that it's absolutely free, which is probably what helped to break the system. I at one time myself had to get temporary Medicaid, and it was a wonderful system when I didn't have any insurance and I was in between jobs, and I wasn't with anyone that had insurance at the time. I wasn't married, and I needed to have that coverage. And what happened was, I would have loved to have kept the coverage and even paid something for it. I didn't need to get it absolutely free. I could have afforded to pay a little bit of something to have it. And I feel like maybe in some instances, if they didn't make it 100% free, it's all or nothing is what I'm saying. Perhaps maybe if they made it on a pay scale, well, there's other ways to reform it. I'm just giving you some creative thought on how we could have maybe worked on that, maybe even bought some money into the Medicaid system. So it's things like that that I look at. Also with um, Medicare, which is for seniors, and Social Security, well, that's money that the people have already paid into all these years. I've paid into it myself, and definitely we need to get some reform going on that. And there's going to be a very big issue. If I know people are talking about it and looking at it, but it's soon going to be on our doorstep as a reality, that we have a tremendous thing with baby boomers. Okay, they're the ones that really direct where this country is going, how our economy will go with it. And yes, when they were all of great working age and in their youth and stuff, sure, we had an abundance of workers and, people putting into the pot. Well, soon that's going to come to an end. And the generations behind the baby boomers, I'm a baby boomer, but I'm at the last year or two of it. So I really, even though they say I'm one, I don't consider myself one. I always felt that I was, kind of left in the dust on that. But anyway, what I'm saying is that we really, really, this is serious business, America, and whoever we pick, hopefully it would be me, but we need to take all these things into considerations, and all the candidates that are out there. Like I said on my other one, there are more candidates out here that the media and the political parties just don't produce. They don't bring up. They don't allow us to speak. And I think that we should hear what everybody has to say. Give everyone that opportunity. We don't know what we would find or what we would hear that might be of help or be something that we would want. Uh, this is a serious thing for America to really take 2012's election seriously. You have the candidates up there, they're saying wonderful things, but it's all things that have to be passed through Congress. So we need someone who's going to have a happy medium also with Congress. I don't feel at this time that President Obama can do that. I mean, he had when he first started, he was able to have that unity and uniting everyone, but I think that that's kind of died out a little bit, and you know, it is what it is. It's reality. I hear people saying that they'd rather vote for the lesser of two evils. We should never do that here in America. Never be voting for the lesser of two evils. We need to vote for and have somebody that we all agree with, or the majority of us would want, and agree with their policies and their issues on every level, even when it comes to abortion and gay and lesbian rights and things like that. All of these are issues. All of these will bring on town hall meetings and issues and fights and disagreements. We have the situation developing now with unions. I happen to be for the unions in a certain way. I understand that there are issues with that, but maybe some things about it can be reformed, but not gotten rid of completely. There's ways, like I said, to make a happy medium with certain issues. And we need somebody that the people can believe in, trust in, that know that they're going to hear them and listen to them, whether you're rich, whether you're poor. It doesn't matter. You're an American, and you have the right to have your leader listen to you and also help you to have what you need to be happy in this country. We have immigration issues. I have answers on that and suggestions that I would think of, and but I can't give it to you all now, and I'd love to be in a debate. I think a debate within the Democratic Party is very much needed. I don't understand why President Obama is not willing to do this, or the Democratic Party. I think it would be a mistake not to. And if he does win without doing it, and people do vote for the lesser of two evils, and he winds up being the one again for the second term, you can rest assured you're going to have another 4 years of the same misery probably going on. Okay, it's my opinion, but it's what I foresee, because if people aren't happy and they just feel like, well, nobody else was presented, so we just need to go ahead and vote for him again, he's going to have a problem again. He's going to have unhappy people. And if I were him, I wouldn't want to be a leader knowing that I was voted for because I was the lesser of two evils. I mean, that's not right. I feel that the Democrats should have a debate. Let's get everything out on the table and let the people hear everything so that they can choose who would they like to not have nominated within that party to go against whichever Republican person it is, even if it's an unknown candidate that the Republicans or the Independents or a Green Party or anybody chooses. Everybody in each party should put their people out and their cards out on the table and start listening, not just to the fancy politicians who have been in office for years and they use that as their reason for being eligible. But guess what? If you keep voting for people who come from the same school of thought, you're never going to find new thought and creativity to go along with it. So I say, don't shut the average citizen down like myself that's running. Give us a chance, give us a try. You may like it, and if not, maybe you'll gain some new insight. But I think that it should be an open and equal opportunity across the board, and it is to the benefit of America. So I can't put everything in this tape. I do have some thoughts on a lot of these different issues, and I just wanted to get back in here again real quick and do another YouTube since yesterday was my first, and introducing myself and, you know, validity as a candidate to people who are ignorant about that. You should read the Constitution. It tells you what the job description is for the presidency as well as any of the other cabinets that a citizen is willing to fulfill. If you're an American-born citizen, you have a right to apply for that job. And for the Senate and the House of Representatives, you don't even have to be an American. And you could be a lot younger to apply. So that's why a lot of them start out that way. But you don't have to start out that way in order to be president. And in fact, maybe what we need is a virgin politician. Not meaning virgin per se, but I'm saying a person who's not been through that route before, which leads us to same old politics as usual. Change comes from allowing yourselves to come out of the box a little bit and not being afraid to hear what other people have to say and produce it for everyone to hear. I'm here to do that. I'm not going to run again in 2012 as people tell me. Try again in 2012 and let President Obama have the floor. No, President Obama can in fact wait until 2016, is what I meant to say, 2016 to run again. Grover Cleveland did that. He had a term and skipped the term and went again in between terms. Look him up, read about it. So a president does not have to do 2 terms consecutively. So that's an option for Obama too that people throw over to me, is to wait until 2016. But why should I wait? We're a country of democracy. Waiting and telling someone to wait is like a dictatorship would do that, would assume that a person deserves an automatic win without going in debates and doing things. I don't agree with that. I don't respect that at all. And I think that America's doing wrong by going down that road. We also shouldn't go back to an elitist way of saying that only the elite have a right to run and that money, the one with the biggest money pot, is the winner. That's not the greatest way to find the answer. But hey, you know, it's up to you. I don't have but so much power as the average citizen to do very much. I'm thankful for YouTube and Facebook and all the new social media that even allows me to come out here and just have average pocket money as the average citizen. I'm for everybody. I'm for the wealthy. I'm for capitalism. I know it's not fair. It's not equal, but I'm for it because it gives more freedom to the people. I don't believe in socialism. Uh, and so I'm just going to leave everything here at that, and I'll probably get back on at another time. And if you have any other questions for me, uh, please throw them out there. Make a comment to me. I'm willing to give you an answer if I have one. And if I don't have one, I'm an upfront, honest person. I'll tell you that too. I don't know everything. I don't have a magic wand, but I'm really willing and able and wanting to do this and to try to do what I can for my country in this way. Thank you, and again, have a great day. Thanks for taking the time and a moment to go to my YouTube and hear what I had to say. Take care.